Hey dolls, welcome back to your Royal BFF, the People's Duchess. How you doing? How you feeling? How are your bones right now? With the colder weather, a lot of us millennials, as we're getting a little older, are starting to experience some of those cold weather blues with the aching of the joints, specifically and particularly before and after it rains and when it gets cold. So I'm just checking up on your kneecaps. How are your hip joints and those sockets doing? I hope you guys are all taking your chondroitin, your omega-3s, your prenatals, your multivitamins, whatever else you need to be taking. Please take them because this is not the time or the weather to be getting rusted, okay? Meghan just came out with this new Harper's Bazaar cover and we need all joints to be fluid and in motion for this. So I was in a TikTok live the other day and people were describing this article and some people thought that it had come off kind of weird the way that the lady wrote the article, very The Cut reminiscent. Y'all remember that The Cut article where that lady did some really shady writing after the fact? Yeah, we didn't like that. So I was just like, oh my gosh, here we go. And I go to read the article and yeah, I agree. She did have some moments in there where she was kind of weird. The wording that she chose to describe certain aspects and elements was very suspicious, very sus. Like the word deadpan was used quite often. And there were other descriptives and elements of that whole interview that just seemed a little bit surprising to me, a little bit surprising that she would be saying that. To me, it was clear she was trying to market to both sides of the aisle here, those who love Meghan and those who don't. And I don't know. To me, it's not a great strategy. I can see immediately what she was trying to do. I clocked it, but let me know what you guys think. Then there were just like other little instances where she just used certain words that let me know that there was some hateration going on in this dancery. Throughout the article, I was like, why would you? I don't know. Overall, I think that the style of the author was very much trying to pacify two sides. She wanted to take some digs, but she wanted to do it in a way that wouldn't just out her immediately as a hating asshole, which she didn't accomplish. In the end, she did come off as a hating asshole because why would you be so befuddled at certain aspects and elements of Meghan's life? You know who you're interviewing. You know exactly who Meghan is. The way she wrote just rubbed me the wrong way, and it's disappointing that it's a Black woman. It's disappointing to me because I would never, ever, ever denigrate or try to humble or embarrass a Black woman, a woman in general, really. I'm very careful about the way I talk about women on this platform because I am a feminist. I uplift women, specifically and particularly Black women. Even when I disagree with you, I will defend you publicly and then privately be like, girl, now you know that was dead wrong what you did. And I'm not advocating for women not taking responsibility for their actions. I'm not saying that they can do no wrong, but Meghan hasn't committed 34 felonies. She's not in a position of power. She wasn't elected into this position of power after having done every disgusting thing known to mankind. So miss me with that nonsense about accountability. Y'all do not believe that. You're just trying to hold Black women to an impossible standard that you don't hold men, and you don't hold men in positions of power. And we've seen that happen in real time. So please, I would never do that to you publicly. So women, especially Black women that come out and publicly write pieces about other Black women, denigrating them or making them seem so alien and foreign and weird. I don't understand the reasoning for that. Is it because she gushed about Harry loving her more than anyone in the world? Is it because she has this tight-knit circle of friends? I mean, I'll give it to her. She went and talked to Serena Williams and Kelly Zachjan. Oh, I can never pronounce that lady's name. Heart Mom. The people who know Meghan all say the same thing about her. She's warm. She makes you feel good about yourself. She's empowering. She's uplifting, all the things. And that's what I model my commentary after. Even when I do have like a negative opinion about somebody like J-Lo or the Kardashians, for example, you've never heard me denigrate them. And you never will because these women have done nothing wrong. They have committed no crimes. They might not be my cup of tea, but they've done no wrong. All they've done is be ambitious and secure their legacies via their own hard work. And I applaud that. I've always applauded women who are go-getters and who choose that route for themselves and make that name for themselves. In fact, my favorite author, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, said it best.
People don't know what to do with the idea of a woman who has power or who's seeking power. And so the way to somehow temper that is to say, well, wife, I'm a wife, so therefore I'm not that scary.
Right.
And it's not, I mean, obviously I think marriage is a wonderful thing and it can be, just such a joy and all of that. But it's that we raise girls to aspire to marriage in a way we don't raise boys to.
Right.
And I think there's a problem with that. So you have little girls who, from very early on, are thinking about the wedding dress, right? I don't know how many boys think about their wedding tuxedos.
Right. Not at all. Yeah, that's true.
So what it means is that there's an immediate imbalance, I think, right, in just the idea of what is aspirational. And so I think what we should do is, in raising boys and girls, teach them that love is wonderful, marriage is wonderful, but none of that is something that one should aspire to. Right? When you say to a girl, oh, you got your PhD, but when are you getting married?
Couldn't have said it better myself, Chimamanda. So I think it was just a little bit more disappointing because the woman interviewing Meghan is also a career woman. You should also understand how it feels like to get up and grind and go and do all the things. But here she is making it seem like Meghan's teetering on the brink of like trad wife versus working woman and all these very old-fashioned nonsense types of conversations that women are just no longer having anymore. I mean, I don't know why she couldn't have just found that meeting ground. But I'm not going to spend this whole time complaining. I think Meghan was brilliant in this interview. I love what she said about authenticity. I really love what she said about being able to make mistakes. She has to remind people, which is very sad, I think, that she's also a human being. Just because she's a celebrity and she's got all the things going for herself doesn't mean that she doesn't get to make mistakes, that she has to be perfect. You guys see her as perfect, but she is a regular person. So I love that she was able to advocate for herself. Powerful women, they don't get to make as many mistakes in general as men do. I mean, a woman lost the presidency because she allegedly sent some emails from a non-governmental email address. But Meghan's uncle-in-law has been pictured with underage girls. The underage girls in question came out and said that he did this thing to me. It was terrible. Paid her 12 million pounds to compensate her. And up until those emails sealed his fate, he was still in the good graces. I mean, out and about, public. No problem. We have a head of state in this country who has 34 felony convictions and a rape conviction. Could a woman get away with any of that? No. No, she couldn't. She couldn't even send an email. Anyways, Michelle Obama had a really great take on this, and I want to play that for you guys.
I wish that girls could fail as bad as men do and be okay. Because let me tell you, watching men fail up, it is frustrating.
Very frustrating.
It is frustrating to see a lot of men blow it and win. And we hold ourselves to these crazy, crazy standards. We hold each other to these standards.
Exactly. So this is what I was thinking when I was reading the article. Like, why are you holding Meghan to such high, impossible standards just because she is who she is, just because she has had the successes that she has had? She would have gotten here one way or the other, marriage or not. Look at what she was doing prior to getting married. She was doing all the things then, and she's just resumed doing those things now. She's not doing anything differently than what she was in 2012. She just has a much higher profile now. And again, this would not be a conversation that you'd be having with men. But again, that's neither here nor there. Meghan has made her mark, an indelible one. She is not going anywhere. She's here to stay. This Harper's Bazaar article is something else, but I'm really excited to see her back in editorial. I want to see what comes next out of this. I love that she's returning to her fashion roots as a designer with 2 collections under her belt. This is right up her alley. She's among her tribe. And so this is really exciting. I also really love that they did more of a natural look for this. A lot of conversation has been buzzing around the no makeup, but I love it. I think it's really fresh and invigorating that a woman is embracing her natural beauty and the natural process of aging. She didn't let them airbrush her to infinity and beyond, and I think that's really refreshing because women are allowed to age. Everyone ages. So expecting a 44-year-old woman to look 25 all the time is so unrealistic, and I love how Meghan is shattering that standard by going almost au naturel and really just embracing it like this. There's nothing I don't like about this. Let me take that back. I do wish Meghan would pull a Beyonce and stop giving interviews. I just don't think it's worth it. Now, if it were an interview regarding her work or a specific thing that she were doing, fine. But I just no longer trust people to interview her and not be shady about it after the fact. Like in her closing remarks, when she was leaving, she said that Meghan was meeting up with Gloria Steinem and seemed to enjoy global celebrity. But like, why wouldn't she be able to enjoy her status? Someone who has worked as hard as Meghan has for said status. Why can't she enjoy that? When you get recognition at your job, when that comes with a bonus, when that comes with a promotion, when that comes with some type of accolade, do you not enjoy that? Do you not tell your friends and family? Do you not post it on social media that you've been promoted? Like, what's the problem? Why is it different for Meghan? Why can't she enjoy the fruits of her labor? And maybe this is just me reading into it a little bit too far, but let me know what you guys think, because I think that that was completely unnecessary to insert the opinion that you think Meghan seemed to be enjoying the global celebrity of it all. Like, seemed how? Did she tell you she did? Where do you get that conjecture from? Ugh. No matter what she says, it's going to be misconstrued, if not by the author of the article, then by individuals reading the article, bad faith actors, etc. So she just, in my opinion, would do so well to just pull a Beyonce, not talk to anybody else about a darn thing, because we know who she is. And like she said to Jamie Kern Lima, she knows who she is. She knows how she shows up for her friends. She knows how she shows up in the world. She knows what she is capable of. And there's no need to explain it further. And I could not have said it better. I know this interview was just supposed to be like a cool, fun thing that she did with Harper's. And I like that she did it. Don't get me wrong. But in the future, I would really like to see her piece protected quite a bit more and not feel like she has to put out an editorial piece along with a photo shoot. Just trim out the editorial and do the photo shoot, a quick little update, and be done.